Right lads, and today it's time for a bit of a history lesson as we look at Derry City and how a team from one football federation left to join another. Derry City were founded in 1928 after the demise of Derry Celtic and were admitted into the Irish League in 1929, playing out of their still current home of the Brandywell. The first ever Irish League game will be played against Glentoran in front of a crowd of 7,500. The first success was in 1935 with the winning of the City Cup, and the club were on to be fairly successful, winning the Irish Cup 3 times and eventually the Irish League in 1964-65. However, by this point, tensions in the north of Ireland were steadily brewing, and after August of 1969, the club found itself in a very difficult position. Unrest around Derry and the Brandywell would mean many teams weren't so keen on playing Derry, with numerous incidents and postponements, such as the burning of the Ballymena United team bus in 1971. Although Derry would reach the Irish Cup final in the same year, it would be overshadowed by the decision by the RUC to rule the Brandywell unfit to host games due to the aforementioned incident. As a result, the club was forced to play its games in Coleraine, which, due to the distance, severely hampered Derry's home support. Derry would reapply to play their home games in the Brandywell, and although the RUC wasn't opposed to the decision, the move was denied by other Irish League clubs in a vote. With no ground to play in and dwindling finances, on the 13th of October 1972, Derry City would formally withdraw from the Irish League, opting to play football at a junior level. Many around the club, however, were suspicious that Derry was unofficially removed from the Irish League, and this would be reinforced by the fact that the club would reapply to join the Irish League annually for the next decade, however to no avail. For 13 years, Derry City were left in limbo, having to play games in a local Saturday morning league. A lifeline, however, would appear. In 1985, the League of Ireland had seen a restructuring, which saw the introduction of the current Premier and First Division, and as a result, Derry City would apply to join. Special approval was granted from both UEFA and FIFA, and eventually the IFA too, and in September of 1985, Derry City would play the first game as a League of Ireland club in the First Division against Home Farm, where they would win 3-1. Due to the political situation in Derry, FIFA would also grant special permission for Derry to police their own ground. This was due to the disdain and distrust held towards the RUC, something that still stands to this day. It would only take 2 years for Derry to be promoted to the Premier Division in 1987. They would reach their first FAI Cup final in 1988, and a year later in 1989, a historic season would see Derry win a domestic treble, the League, FAI Cup and League Cup. The club has since gone on to establish itself as a major League of Ireland side, with one of the strongest support bases in the country and a fair bit of silverware along the way. And with that, of course, thank you all for watching. If I did make any mistakes in this, make sure to remind me in the comments below.